Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, PC Muscle Race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
What's poppin'?
Hey, LeRon. We skipped a whole month.
I know. Reports of my demise were extremely exaggerated.
Were they?
Yeah. I mean, there were times I felt like I wanted to roll over and die, but
Well, that's all of us most days. That's why we're medicated, LeRon.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of, like, my doctor owes me some.
Oh. Some what? Some...
The good goods.
Oh, jeez, that means so many different things coming from you. Speaking of good goods, also here is PK Power Pat Klein.
I'm the kind of good goods that go up your... Yeah.
You gonna finish that sentence?
You know what? We still are not at past the 5-minute mark, so just for the sake of keeping YouTube alive.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares anymore, to be honest. Anyways. How's everybody
Happy
doing?
New
How was
Year's.
everybody's Christmas, New Year's, January? Very cold here.
I had a very busy like beginning of the year. If for anyone that's out there that's watching the actual live feed, like, you can tell I'm in a new location. That's because I am in a new location. I moved. I'm in a new apartment. So yeah, my backdrop is, I don't know, a little more geeky, techy. There's all sorts of stuff going on. I still got my array of handheld devices. Got
true,
computers. Got computer stuff in the backdrop. Got some actual like nerdy posters, like a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 poster back there. River City Ransom poster right there. A hand painting of my favorite Elder Dragon from Monster Hunter, Kushaladara, which I think you can't see. I gotta pan my camera up. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. But
boy.
yeah,
there's something dangerous back there. That's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a swing back there or something.
No, more like an assault rifle. Lego version of assault rifle.
Oh jeez. Oh boy. Okay. On that note.
I forgot. It's YouTube. We can't just call out guns like that. So let's just call them force modifiers.
I mean, I don't have anything. I have a bunch of Power Ranger laser guns back there, but that's kind of it.
I got some finger guns. Pew pew.
Pat's gonna be finger blasting you away. Am I right?
Gotta use them somehow.
Oh God. Okay.
There's a lewd joke in there somewhere. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get blasted. Anyways, enough of that. Oh man, I feel like it's been a while since we've done this.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah, we're still here. We're doing things. I have to tell you though, like, taking a break was very good for the mind and the soul. Very good for my mental capacities of things. So I spent a lot of time buying toys. So,
What else is new?
yeah, but this is like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been fun. It's been good. But
I spent my break rebuilding my computer.
Yeah, I know. The last time we tried to record, LeRon's computer was broken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to rebuild it because, like, replacing it it's too expensive right now. Like, with RAM, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everything's going up in price, except for Nintendo Switch. Apparently, Xbox is going to raise their price again soon. PlayStation's talking about raising their prices again soon.
Well, I mean, Nintendo's already raised its price of the Switch, the original Switch, once.
Yeah, but everybody already has one. So
Nintendo could be winning so hard right now. If they just dropped the price of the original Switch by $150, they would be winning all over again.
Dude, remember when the new consoles would come out and the old consoles would drop to like $99?
Yeah, I
Remember when the
that.
GameCube pyramids were like $49.99 a piece and they couldn't give them away?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish I would have had money back then. I would have bought them all, sat on them for 20 years and sold them.
I mean, GameCube was a hot commodity when it dropped down to those low prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I almost bought
cool.
a second one.
Yeah, I
And they
almost
had
bought a
all the
second one too.
colors.
Yeah, I mean the GameCube was cheap anyway. Like it was $200 anyway when it came out. Then it dropped to $99.99 and then $49.99. Then silver ones,
Silver, black,
I never
burnt
liked
orange.
I never liked the silver one. I never liked
yeah, I
it.
didn't either.
The silver one looks so cheap.
The purple one is the only one that counts.
Yeah,
It means you were there
Yeah.
at launch.
yeah.
Or-
I had a black one, and I almost got a purple one. The orange one was very novel.
Yeah, you could only get that in like very specific parts of the country and like Europe and stuff, though.
And I think the only reason why the silver one came out is because they were trying to keep with the GBA themes.
Yeah, I mean
Which
that
I'm
was smart
surprised.
though. That was smart though because like the GBAs had to like you had to use the GBA to play certain games
Yeah.
on the GameCube.
Yeah, which I'm surprised it didn't come out the indigo blue one like I'm sorry, the cobalt blue one like the GBA, because those GBA SPs, oh my god, like those things
The cobalt
ran.
ones, yeah.
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 Those things
Well,
ran.
I mean, they probably would have if the GameCube sold at all, and the DS wasn't on the way. Because there was a blue DS, right? The launch colors were silver and blue, right? Of the fat DS, I think.
I don't remember them being blue. I thought silver was
Silver
the only
definitely.
color. Yeah.
Maybe blue came later. Maybe blue was part of the DS Lite line. I don't know. I don't remember. I know there was a DSi and a DSi XL blue one, but I don't know. There's too many versions of these consoles to keep up anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3DS had a blue one for sure because I did get a blue 3DS.
I feel like Microsoft with their naming conventions basically was trying to like do what Nintendo was doing back in the days.
I mean, yeah, that's what they were doing. Nintendo's smart. Let's just copy them. Oh man,
worked for
Nintendo.
Sony.
I mean, at least Sony just was like, our consoles are black and we're gonna number them, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, the only time Sony tried to be cute was with the handhelds, the PS Plus, the Vita, and who knows what would have been the next iteration,
The Portal.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about that because I don't feel like it's not so much its own console though. That's the thing.
I know, but I know it's dumb.
Yeah,
I think it's aptly
the
named.
attach rate's like
a remote
the attach
player.
rate's like almost 10% though, apparently.
Huh?
Which the attach rate for the Portal is almost 10% apparently.
Because you can play it in your bed. It's awesome.
Yeah, but I play my Switch in bed. I play my Switch / handheld GameCube in bed.
I play my ROG Ally in bed.
So why not play your Portal in bed?
I know what you're saying. I just don't have a Portal. That's all.
I don't look. If I'm going to spend $200, I'm going to not buy a Portal. I'm going to buy 2 more sets of Power Rangers.
That's your issue. I like my Portal. Okay, it is a nice system, and according to the stats, I think I played about 150 hours on it last year.
My main reason why I haven't gotten a Portal, honestly, is because like I realize I do not turn my PS5 on enough.
Yeah, that's honestly why I haven't gotten one yet either.
That's the major reason. And now with all the AAA Sony titles making their way to PC, I mean, Ghost of Yote is coming.
Yeah. Wolverine will be there someday too.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the games that are out right now. Even though it feels like they kind of slowed down, which no, Sony, you should not slow down. You wanna press home, whatever attack it is you're doing against Microsoft right now.
I don't think they've slowed down. I just think they're not putting games out fast enough to put them on PC.
That could be it too. That could be it too. Because
It's only
what was
because
the last?
they take all their studios and they literally say take all your staff, make one game over the course of a decade. That is Sony's strategy, and it sucks.
Honestly, that's a lot of studio strategies. Because
Mhm.
like Ubisoft is like biting the dust right now.
Dude,
They've
did you
got
see the way they divided their studio? Oh my god,
Yeah, I saw it.
not their
It
studio, but
is
their whole company.
their company. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Prince of Persia remake was a casualty, and I'm pissed.
Shocking.
That was probably the one time like Ubisoft would have gotten some money for me like really fast.
They just need to re-release that PS3 trilogy collection, but like in 4K, and that's it.
No, because there were horrible problems with the second Prince of Persia game. I will
No, there
not get that.
weren't. Warrior Within's the best one.
It had a dubbing problem.
That's not my problem. I had fun playing it.
I enjoyed it. I'd play the heck out of that series again if we got them all.
Wait, dub. What do you mean dubbing problem?
The voices in the cinematics were not matching like the actual the you see them. It was almost like old school like kung fu movies. Like you see the mouth moves and then you'd hear the words, and I was like, huh?
Dude, it was a PS2 GameCube game. It's
And
not
also,
like we're
that's
dealing
why they
with like a
had to have
$325
naked
million
women.
budget here.
Sands of Time was perfect though with their dubbing. Like, so what happened?
I don't
They
know.
said they put a hot woman in the game, half naked. You didn't pay attention to the mouths. You paid attention to other things.
The pantaloons.
The pantaloons.
Wow.
I'm just waiting for Monster Hunter Stories 3 to
Prove
come
me
out,
wrong.
which is reminding me I need to get back and finish Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of games I need to play, but I've been playing Fire Emblem on GameCube for 30 something hours. So
Hey Corey, if you never beat Monster Hunter Stories 2, right?
I did not.
Let's do this. Let's set a date. Let's start playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 together, and then let's see if we can beat it around the same time.
So like 2 years from now.
No. We have to make an honest effort to try and beat it before the third game.
You want to do? Oh God, the third one comes out in like a month.
Is that true?
Third one comes out in 5 weeks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, mission accepted. Let's do this, Corey.
March, Corey.
March
Come
13th. Come on.
I'm busy fighting birds and tigers right now. Okay.
Hey, if you do it for me, I'll do it for you.
Yeah. You know how many times women have said that to me? Oh, that was a bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was very bad.
Joke, but...
That was very bad. But I'm glad you leaned into it.
That's what I do. You know.
You picked up on the innuendo.
Yeah, I did. But I'm picking something else up from some of these women. Anyway, man, I sound like a sexist asshole right now. Anyway,
Corey.
On that note, I guess to get myself out of trouble, who's playing what? Pat, what are you playing? You play a lot of games.
Pat, go first.
Yeah, no, man, we haven't talked games here in a long time. Like I've been like working on different gaming strategies of like what I want to do for 2026, and I'm definitely trying to do more backlog stuff and maybe less buying of the new stuff unless it's something I absolutely have to have right away. And then just get the other stuff when it's cheaper. But I did pick up one game this last month called Escape from Ever After. It is an indie game that follows in the vein of Paper Mario.
Oh, it's a
It's
Paper
got a
Mario
lot.
game?
It's a Paper Mario style game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a weird multiplayer game.
Nope. Not this
Oh.
one. This one's a Paper Mario clone. It if you played a Paper Mario game, this is exactly what you're playing. You got the RPG turn-based battles where you have to hit a action button or do some like little control maneuvers and able to get more power to your attacks or more defense to your blocks.
Hmm.
But the story about this is you play as a character from a storybook, and on his quest to slay the evil dragon, he finds out that a corporation has come in and basically uh, looted everything out, took over, and put all the fairy tale characters as or hired them all as office workers.
Hmm.
So, and able to figure out how to get this corporation gone, you have to pick up a job in it and work your way up the corporate ladder.
Hmm. That
It
sounds
is
fun.
a very, it is actually a very fun game. It's got a lot of creativity and the humor. Like the humor is the best part of this game. Anyone who's ever worked in a corporate environment would feel right at home. Like with things like, let's put a pin in it, let's circle back. This we're gonna have team building exercises and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's kind of funny when you have a team building exercise using the trust ladder, and Humpty Dumpty is like one of the people who's get a jump for trust that someone's going to catch him.
Hmm.
Let me just tell you, it doesn't end well.
Nice.
He
Sounds
had a big
fun.
fall.
It looked cool. I didn't I thought it was there must be another like fairy tale multiplayer game that's coming out soon because like I thought this was like the multiplayer fairy tale game. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but this is definitely not the multiplayer one. This is the Paper Mario RPG one,
well, if it's
and
like
it is
Paper Mario,
actually
count me in.
it's good. Like I've very much enjoyed what I've played so far. It takes a nice spin on various tales that we know, and it's not just fairy tales. Like one of the levels that you go to is Lovecraftian, so you got a whole bunch of like other older gods and Cthulhu and cults. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's probably been
Nice.
one of my favorite games I played this year. And
Nice.
I am also working through my backlog and just kind of picking games that, I've been like meaning to get back to and finish. Right now I am currently working on Watch Dogs Legion, a game that came out about 5, 6 years ago. And what's crazy is how relevant it is today now. Whew. Like they predicted some near future like issues
Yep.
going on with things with AI and um, immigration and just the government kind of taking like a more of an authoritative stance, private military acting as a police force. Um, there's I was kind of like shocked just how accurate it is right now.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, overall, it's okay of a game. Like it's not the greatest. It's definitely not my favorite of the Watch Dogs, but it was very ambitious at the time because it had that system where you chose or you don't have a protagonist per se. You start off with a team of three random people that you can select, and then your goal is, or how you can build up a team by recruiting anyone that's on the map.
Hmm. Well, that's cool.
And each person has skills. They also might have disadvantages. It's kind of funny because one person I was looking into recruiting for achievement purposes is a living statue,
Hmm.
and that does living statue for a living, and it's supposed to help evade detection, not evade detection, but when you're being pursued, it's supposed to help evade pursuit. However, this person also had a flaw. They were flatulent, and it made them easier to detect.
This is like Johnny Sasaki and Metal Gear Solid all over again.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're not going to be the best at hiding if you fart and all of a sudden someone finds you.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's got some interesting takes on AI. Now that AI has been more mainstream, it definitely wasn't as mainstream as it was, when this game first came out. But in this society, everyone uses an AI. It takes place in London. The big AI there is called Bagley that like everyone uses, and uh, your hacker group actually has like a hacked version of the Bagley app, and it's it's interesting. And I'm just gonna kind of work through it, and hopefully I can beat it. Otherwise, lately I've just kind of don't care if I complete a game or not. I'm gonna play games to have fun with them. That is a
Nice.
goal,
I
to
like that
have
approach.
fun with what I have.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Uh
Check out the games cast with uh Daryl Talks Games.
yeah, that one
He's
went up
got
for
a
free recently. So
yeah, it's got a very he's got a very good psychological look at attacking the backlog. He likes to mix a lot of psychology and video games together. So yeah,
nice.
Stoy and I and Steph all learned a lot from him.
Nice. LeRon, what about you? What are you doing with your life?
Well, let's see. Well, right now, I'm playing Front Mission 3 Remake because it finally came out on PC this week. So yeah,
Ooh.
so yeah, and like I don't care what all the people who've done reviews on this stuff say. This is nostalgia for me, and I'm enjoying every bit of the game right now. I don't see what all these flaws are they were talking about. Apparently, when it launched on Switch, like there were some flaws, whatnot. But like I
Yeah,
don't.
I've heard it's a buggy mess, kind of like every other one that they've released.
The only bug I've run into so far is I had one. And it's only happened to me once. One time in the middle of combat, like the game has a tell where like it slows down when you have like a hit that's going to like completely ruin somebody's or a mech's body part. That's a tell, like
Hmm.
that's a tell that like you just wreck somebody's stuff. I had one time though where the game like held so long that I was like, oh, I have to reset because like it just didn't move. It's the only time I've had in the last I don't know how many hours I've been in the game because like I've been in the simulator right now just trying to unlock everybody's skills before like I get to deep into like chapter one. Like you guys know me. I'm like not a completionist, but I'm like a torture myself type of guy.
You
Instead
you
of
basically maximize yourself right at the beginning and just you
yeah,
did the exact same thing with Final Fantasy Tactics.
exactly. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, Front Mission 3 is my current thing right now. Of course I'm still playing Tekken 8. Like season 3 is getting ready to roll out real soon here. And I did finally make I've attained the highest rank that I've attained ever in playing Tekken since Tekken had online ranking. I made Tekken Emperor, which I know you guys do not know what the hell that is. Probably don't give a shit about it. But that's an achievement for me because that's literally like 4 ranks higher than the highest rank I attained in Tekken 7. So I'm
Mm.
happy.
Well, they
And
can't call you the king of fighters.
Nope.
well, no, no Tekken Emperor comes after Tekken King, so I've already been Tekken King.
Well, it was
You didn't
it
get the
was
joke.
I don't
I
think you
know,
did.
I got the joke. It's the King of Fighter. It's the King of Fighting tournament. I know, and also King of
Mm,
Fighters, the SNK
mm.
series. I know.
There we
Stop it.
go.
Stop it. Yeah, and then the final title. Well, there's one more title update for Monster Hunter Wilds, but this last title update that came out that dropped the first official Elder Dragon back into the game.
Mhm.
And then Capcom was like, "Hey, PC players, we fixed your game," and we're like, "No, no, no, you didn't." And then we turned it on and was like, "Oh, holy crap, the game plays well now."
Wasn't it
What?
called like the optimization update or something?
That's literally what that was. What the internet. That's what the internet has nicknamed it. Uh, the game the game is playing better than the last time me, Matt, and Andre played together, and the three of us have not played together in like 5 months. Yeah, because of course all those guys are playing on console, and I'm the schlep that's playing on PC.
Wait, they're playing on console? I thought they were playing on like Steam Deck.
No, well, Andre can't play. Well, actually, it's performing better on Steam Deck now because of whatever Capcom did. It's playing better on Steam Deck. I haven't attempted to try it on ROG Ally because I'm like, you know what? You kind of upset me the very first week I tried it on the ROG Ally, and I'm like, no, like, but yeah, no. Andre is playing it on. Andre is playing it on. He's playing it on PS5. Yeah, everybody's playing on PS5 except for me. And I was like, I
Oh,
refuse to buy the console version because I don't have a PS5 Pro. That's the only way I was going to play it if I was going to play it on PS5.
hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, I have a PC, so whatever. I just dealt with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is playing fine now. Like and it's supposed to get better because Capcom has said for the rest of this year they're going to be aggressive about like fixing the performance issues on the PC side mainly. Um, Corey,
Yeah.
last we talked, you were playing Luminous Rise.
Me?
Yeah, weren't you?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So the last show we had last year, you did not mention you were playing Luminous Rise at all.
Mm-mm.
Because
I've
I've been
never
playing.
played. I've never played Luminous ever.
Who the hell was playing it? Was it you, Pat?
I
I
think
mean, I've dabbled in the demo, but that was like
Okay.
a while back when the demo
who
dropped.
wasn't. Wait, wasn't Ed on the last episode? Maybe he was
Yeah, he
You know,
playing
it
it.
might have
was.
been Ed.
Yeah, it might have been Ed. It might have been Ed. I could have sworn it was you. But yeah, I'm sorry, Corey. I've been playing Luminous Horizon. Whew. Oh my god.
I mean,
Okay.
it's cool.
It is cool. Yeah. The last Luminous game I played was back when it was on PS3. So yeah, it's a whole different experience now playing it in 240 hertz on like a 49-inch ultra wide monitor and all this stuff, and like HDR and like colors and flashing lights and all and like high definition music and all this stuff. No, it's fun, but whoo, talk about overstimulated. It's a good game though. It's a good game. I'm like, yeah, let me install this in the ROG Ally. Let me play it like how I used to play it back in the day on a handheld. Because this is blowing my mind right now. But yeah, those those three games alone, Luminous Arise, Front Mission 3 remake, and Monster Hunter Wilds, like that's been my comfort, for the past few weeks and everything. A brand new Star Trek show started off early January. Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I love it. If you're a person that's wanted a good starting point for Star Trek, this is your point right here. This is pretty good. It you don't have to do a lot of homework on what Star Trek is because like it's doing a good job of like filling in the lore, but it's also a pretty good show. And before anyone says it's Beverly Hills 90210 and Star Trek, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Somebody
It's
said they CW'd my Star Trek. I'm like,
I've
first of
heard that.
all,
I've heard that too.
I understand what that means, but also, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I've heard that too. But yeah, and then I managed to watch a current movie, Predator Badlands. Over the break. Good movie. I love it, but I also had my reservations on it. Let's just put it that way. Good movie though. I recommend anyone see it. Like it's definitely trying to launch its own thing. But the director Dan Trachtenberg has been doing a phenomenal job with the Predator storylines because he did the Predator. What was it was the animated movie.
I didn't know there was a animated Predator movie.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
The
That is some
only
I thought the
the
last
only thing
Predator
I've ever
movie was
seen is
Prey.
Alien versus
Yeah,
Predator.
Hmm.
Prey was the first movie Dan Trachtenberg did. Predator Killer or Killers came out last year. It's an animated movie, and it is good. It basically tracks three heroes across three different eras of predators coming to Earth and doing stuff, and then by twist of fate, those three warriors wind up on the Yacha homeworld to fight each other, and they wind up hatching a plan to escape. Uh, I've already given enough of the plot away, you know, for Killer of Killers, but if you stick around till the end, you see a whole bunch of Easter eggs from previous Predator movies across time. Um, and so yeah, Trachtenberg did that after doing Prey, which I also saw. I saw Prey when I went home to South Carolina for Christmas, and I was like, okay, yeah, let me catch up on this stuff. And so yeah, so I saw Predator Badlands, and yeah, Trachtenberg is on to something here, and there's another. He's doing another Predator movie right now. He's directing it right now.
Hmm.
So
This is the
yeah,
one
this
that has Eli Fanning in it, right? Or
Yes,
Elle
Elle
Fanning?
Fanning. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like I'm not really a big fan of hers, but she did a phenomenal job in this movie.
Hmm.
She
Nice.
did a phenomenal job in Death Stranding too.
See, I haven't played Death Stranding 2, so I wouldn't know.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Me
so
neither.
Great game.
yeah, that's my entire catalog of new and interesting stuff I did with some old stuff along the way.
Nice. Um, as for me, I guess, so I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the GameCube. Uh, NSO, really. Man, I forgot how phenomenal that game is, but also how insanely difficult that game is because it doesn't have any of the quality of life things that obviously newer versions have, like, oh, I don't know, the paralog grind, like, so you can grind out levels or side quests or anything. It's just straight up mission
Hmm.
based, and you better figure it out. And if you underlevel your characters, you're just going to be screwed. And so, like, I'm meticulously like going through and trying to kill every enemy, in every level, just so I can stay leveled up. But also, I'm trying to make sure I have a good balance of characters that I'm leveling up. Um,
Hmm.
I know I don't need everybody to be the same level, so I've kind of formed my party already. To like, these are the characters I'm using. I'm making sure I have at least, like, you know, and what's good is like both of my I guess what you would the black magic users now know heal, so they can heal me now. So like I can have three healers on the field at the same time now. Um there are other ones, but they were so underleveled when I got them, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother trying to level you up. Um
The best characters are always underleveled.
I
That's
know.
why they're the best.
I know. I well, the girl, the sister, Mist, like when she comes into your party, she's like, I was like already maxed out level with Ike by the time she got into my party. I'm like, I'm not even gonna like bother. I have three other healers right now.
Hmm.
uh
Now that would be one of those cases where if you were the kind of person who didn't care about the permadeath, and maybe lost a healer along the way, there's your backup.
yeah. Yeah. Plus, like, I found out like pretty early on too that Mist is like one of the characters that never dies because she's important to the story. So spoilers, I guess, if you're
He's got
looking to play
plot
this,
armor.
yeah, 25-year-old game. Um, but like I really like the story that they're telling and like how they're telling it, because it's like a story about uh slavery and racism and conquering like the world in like this really strange old way, but not forcing it down your face, um I really like the what are they called, the Lagoos people, like I like the beasts. They are really good in combat, especially when you give
Mm-hmm.
them special abilities. They can attack twice. The one can actually attack up to 3 times, I think. Especially if you give it that counter ability. It's really fun to go back and revisit this game now that I'm like, I know like what Fire Emblem is. Because at the time I hadn't really played a strategy RPG before, because I never played like Tactics Ogre or Final Fantasy Tactics up to that point. So it was really my introduction to that.
Yeah.
And so now going back to it is like, oh man, this game did a lot to what the series is now. And I don't think that or Radiant Dawn get enough credit for like really implementing that kind of rock paper scissors style of combat. So yeah, sorry Pat, I felt like I kept interrupting you. I felt like you were gonna say something.
Nah, you're fine. Fire Emblem's good stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. The older ones are hard, but they definitely have a lot of history to them, and like they had like the best paper rock scissors battle system out of like any game.
Yeah. And also too, like the fact that it has like CG cutscenes and voice acting when Nintendo, even especially back then, wasn't doing it, right? Like was like, oh my gosh, it's like cool to see that, even though it's early. And gonna be honest, the voice acting's kind of bad in the cutscenes, but whatever. There's not very much of it, but it's just like, really interesting to see Nintendo try something with something like Fire Emblem and not Zelda or something, you know. But yeah, that's actually kind of all I've really been playing, aside from like the typical Mario Kart and Mario Party with my kids and Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and whatever they want to play at the time. Fire Emblem's been my go-to game. It's funny, my in-game clock says like 20 something hours, like 21 or 22 hours, but my GameCube app and the app on my phone says it's closer to like 35 because I keep restarting. I keep like suspending and restarting and going back and like trying to figure out how to optimize the run on that level without dying. So that's also kind of it. I bought a bunch of bookshelves and I put them together and I kind of rearranged my office a little bit, just to have a bigger, nicer, cleaner space to display things. So that's kind of what I've been playing. I don't know. Anybody pick anything up that they want to show off before we move along? Move along.
I don't have anything special to show.
Lame.
I showed my special thing off yesterday.
Ooh.
That person was very lucky. This is my shelf over here. My Power Ranger shelf. I bought a bunch of Power Rangers and I completed a bunch of sets that I spent a lot of money on, but it's fine.
Glad to see you using leisure time.
Yeah. I like to pose them. I like to look at them, My kids like to try to play with them when I'm not around and I catch them and get mad at them because they're the collector ones. They're not like the playable ones.
It's like, these are daddy's toys. You do not touch daddy's toys.
Yeah. Yeah. So also I like bought a bunch of parts to fix my son's like some of his robots, and like I had enough parts to basically build my another set, so I have them on display up there too. So very I don't know, I've been very nostalgic lately, just really like going back in time. Maybe it's because I'm going to turn 40 this year. Gross.
I thought you were older.
Nope. Not me. Sorry, Pat.
I thought he was too.
Sorry, guys.
All this time, I thought I was the youngest one here.
Oh, sorry, Pat. You're young
Disappointed.
at heart, Pat.
I
Young at heart. All right. Speaking of heart, we're gonna try to implement a new segment and talk about the games that are coming out this week. So you know what, LeRon? I'm gonna have you read these
Oh, cool.
because you wrote them down.
All right. Well, on our inaugural edition of Games to Look Out For this week, starting today, February the 4th, we have Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is a remake of 2000's Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past. Both returning fans and new players will experience a standalone, epic single-player RPG adventure to save the world, now lovingly reimagined with a handcrafted aesthetic that makes the game feel like a living storybook. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined builds on the beloved original game, which finds its colorful cast of characters, unlocking a one-of-a-kind storyline across multiple islands, discovering the adventure piece by piece. The modern RPG features fresh visuals, refined gameplay, and tightened pacing for a truly unforgettable experience. This game is available today, February the 4th, on all platforms. Pick it up for $59.99 US dollars, or if you feel like spending money on a digital deluxe edition, $74.99 is what you're spending on that one. So, yep.
Ooh.
I know a lot of people were definitely waiting for this when it was announced at the it was on Nintendo Direct, wasn't it? Because it was,
yeah, I think so.
There was nothing else that was showcased on. It wasn't on the Keeley show, the Keeley Awards show, whatever. All right, cool. Coming up on the 6th of February, Neo 3 happens. Experience the rise of a heroic shogun in Neo 3, the latest entry in the Dark Samurai action RPG series. Fight using two distinct combat styles, samurai and ninja, as you battle against formidable yokai in an intense open field setting. This game features an open world filled with the sense of tension characteristic of the Neo series, while also allowing you to explore to your heart's content. In this dark samurai world, you will encounter formidable yokai, explore menacing villages where darkness lurks, and struggle against the ominous presence of the Crucible. This game, Neo 3, is available on PS5 and the PC, and you'll drop down $69.99 US dollars for this one. Also
Yes.
on the 6th, My Hero Academia, All's Justice. We know Josh is already all over this one. Smash through My Hero Academia's final story arc and triumph over your foes in spectacular 3 versus 3 battles. Follow Deku and the journeys of other characters in the final war between heroes and villains, and experience the world-shaking climactic clash between One for All and All for One in My Hero Academia All's Justice. Wow, that is a mouthful. My Hero Academia All's Justice is the superpowered 3D arena fighter where your favorite characters from the My Hero Academia franchise appear in the latest and most powerful forms, framed within the refined battle system that showcases their quirks to their limits. This game is coming out for Xbox Series, Series X. Yeah, Series X, PS5, and PC for $59.99. And lastly, the final game to look out for this week for those people who are into this thing is also on the 6th, PGA Tour 2K25. So, PGA Tour 2K25 is the latest entry in the golf simulation franchise from HB Studios, featuring the franchise debut of the PGA Championship, US Open, and the Open. 6-time PGA Tour winner Max Homa makes his series debut, joining the 2K-sponsored athlete Matt Fitzpatrick alongside PGA Tour 2K Executive Director and all-time sports great Tiger Woods on the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. Woods will also be featured on the Legend Edition of this game. PGA Tour 2K25 features several franchise advancements, including the addition of the new Evo swing mechanics with a whole host of new shot types, ball flights. Whoops.
Ball fights. Okay. sounds like LeBron downloaded a different game.
I don't know. When he said ball flights, that made me think of something else.
roll physics and visual improvements. This is the most immersive and customizable My Career experience to date. Also includes a diverse suite of creation tools and much, much more. In addition, fans can look forward to a roster of 11 male and female pros at launch, including Tiger Woods, Max Homa, Matt Fitzpatrick, Justin Thomas, Tony Finau, Lydia Ko, Tom Kim, Brooke Henderson, and more. This game is available on the Nintendo Switch 2 on February 6th and following on all other platforms on February 28th. The standard edition of this game is $69.99 US dollars. The deluxe edition is $99.99, and the Legend edition is going to throw you back a whole $119.99. There you have it. There you have it. Save the best for last, right?
It's so funny. This game on Switch 2 didn't have a price listed.
Oh, it did
yesterday. Yeah,
Oh.
when Ed and I did Pow Block yesterday, it still didn't have a price listed, and it comes out tomorrow or Friday. Like I'm like, how are you supposed to like? I don't know, man.
Like, can we push the $80? Can we? Can we?
Right.
I mean,
good old EA trying to figure out if they could do that.
I mean, there's also a notable mention for today. Like it's Anthem number 9, which is a turn-based deck building roguelite where you complete secret missions to maintain balance in the world. That's about all I'm going to say because Corey's already gotten glossy-eyed as soon as I said deck building and roguelite.
Yeah. What is this? No.
Anthem number 9. It's from Shueisha Games. You know, like the anime studio that produces all their stuff. It's available on PC though.
Jeez. Well, I think Dragon Quest VII is probably the game our audience is probably going to lean more towards. Although Neo 3, I am interested to see how that does because Neo 1 was like a lot of people liked Neo 1, but I feel like Neo 2 was like a soft seller.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys which ones did you have your eyes on the most? Like I'm not really. You guys know me at this point. I'm not really a big RPG guy, so like Dragon Quest VII Reimagined would immediately go into my backlog if I did pick it up. I've never. If I'm playing a golf game, it's either Mario Golf or Hot Shots Golf. I've never really been into big simulation like golf games. So for me, it'd probably be Neo 3 on this list.
Well, I have beat both the original Dragon Quest VII, or back when it was called Dragon Warrior 7, and the Dragon Quest 7 on the 3DS. So I will, of course, be picking this one up as well. In fact, it's already downloaded on my system. As for Nio 3, I am probably not going to pick this one up right away, but I have been hearing it is probably the best Nio game that they've made so far. Like, this game is getting hot reviews.
Yeah,
I can't hate on it. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think these games always look fun and interesting, and then I realize that it's just super fast paced Dark Souls essentially mixed with Ninja Gaiden. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I can even handle that right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it. This might be one I pick up on a sale or something because what I played of the first one I did really like. It was just extremely hard. So
people think the second one was actually harder than Sekiro. So that said something.
That sounds difficult.
Yeah, but I did dabble a little bit in 3 on their very first demo, and I did like what I saw. The switching between the classes felt pretty natural, and they changed it up by adding a whole open world. It's Elden Ring now, but in Japan.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it does. I hope it does well because the series. I feel like Dark Souls needs FromSoft needs a proper competitor, right? And I feel like Neo is the closest thing that comes the closest to being a complete competitor to FromSoft. So But Dragon Quest VII for me looks probably the best on this list for me. But I won't be picking up because I'm too busy playing old games. So
This is an old game, just with a new coat.
I know. I realized that as soon as I said that, but yeah. Anyways, let's.
I mean, February is going to be an awesome month though, because like there's a much anticipated game coming out late this month. Please don't say anything.
Anticipated game coming out later this month.
There's a lot of those.
Mario
LeRon.
Tennis Fever. LeRon's excited for Mario Tennis.
Actually, you know what? I've always liked the Mario Tennis games. I've always liked them. You know, and even though I've already heard like a lot of people saying like this is just another pad filler game, you know, in the Mario Sports series, I think I'm going to pick this up.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The last Mario Tennis and Mario Golf games, well, really the last two entries of each one were like pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and we're not even going to talk about Mario Strikers.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up Mario Strikers. Look, man, I'm just waiting for them to add a Mario Golf Toadstool Tour to the GameCube NSO. Then we'll be fine.
Yeah,
that was the last good Mario Golf game. I stand by it.
Good old Camelot.
I still love the Mario Golf that was on the GBA. I love that game.
Oh yeah, the RPG style one.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Yep. All right. Well.
Pause.
Oh boy, here we go.
Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys a question? How'd y'all feel about Prime 4?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked what I played, but I kind of fell off of it, to be honest.
Was there a reason why you fell off, or was it?
Yeah, Fire Emblem came out.
Okay, fair. Wait.
Also,
that Fire Emblem's not a new game, though. Am I right?
It's not a new game, but it still came out. It was re-released. I didn't have to spend $250 to find a new copy of it.
Fire Emblem for Corey is like Final Fantasy Tactics for me. Like they will re-release it, and I will stop everything I'm doing to play it.
Dude, I'm still playing the mobile game.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics hurt like my third replay of Dispatch.
Oh man, that Dispatch Switch version apparently got
dispatched.
If that's what you want to call that.
Wait, I didn't even keep track of it. Did it not do what it was supposed to do?
There's some censoring going on in it.
I told you.
But
no, okay. There's a reason.
There's too much wangs and boobies in that game. I told you.
Yes, because there's Nintendo absolutely hates having all those hentai puzzle games on their store.
Hey, look. I called it.
They must be deleting one a week by release date. So, they're probably in the middle of 2018 right now.
No, this is an issue that actually could be fixed, but Ad Hoc doesn't want to fix it.
Ad Hoc doesn't, and you know what? I stand by the developers on this.
You do? All they have to do is make a completely separate version for Japan. That is the only thing they have to do.
Why would they do that when they could be using that time to make DLC or make an expansion?
It's hurting the Switch, or they're a lot of people are waiting for the Switch version, and after the censoring, they don't want the Switch version anymore. So
I bet you know what? It's just as cheap to buy it on PC, and guess what? You don't need $1 million rig to play that game on PC.
But it also is hurting their reputation because people have gotten smart about the fact that Ad Hoc is not wanting to fix it.
How's it hurting their? Wait. See, this is what pisses me off about the gaming community. How are we going to stand behind some developers when they're like, no, we're not going to budge on this, and then we're going to turn around and take a game that definitely got Game of the Year from certain outlets and you're going to crucify them, like that's hypocrisy.
I don't know, man. I really don't know anything about the game, to be honest, except for what you've talked about on the show, LeRon. So,
is it available? Wait, you have a PS5. I'll buy you a copy, Corey.
yeah, it's fine.
You don't want a free game.
No,
You don't want a free game because you know I'll force you to play it.
no,
That's why you know I'll force you to play it.
that's not true.
This is why you kept dodging when I said I'd buy you a copy of XYZ Monster Hunter before it wound up dropping on like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus.
That's not true.
Yeah. I remember what the original controversy to this was. The original controversy was no one mentioned anything about the censoring until the game came out. That was what was hurting the reputation, and
Who censored the game though? Who censored the game?
Well, because Ad Hoc did not want to create the separate version for this for Japan, Ad Hoc had to censor the game.
So then, don't sell it in Japan,
or don't put it on Switch at all.
Don't
honestly.
what?
Like, don't put it on Switch at all.
Exactly.
I mean, I know people want it on Switch, but like, if you feel like you have to censor it because you're afraid of Nintendo, then don't put it there at all.
Exactly. I was flummoxed when I heard it was coming to Switch. I was like, how's it going to come to Switch? That was literally my question. Remember, Corey? That was my question. How's it coming to Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because I mean, it's not necessarily the nudity, because you have the exact same stuff as in Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher.
Yeah, you can watch dangly dongs and stuff on Cyberpunk. Like,
but why is it? Because it's an animated like drawn platform? Like,
no, it's because those companies made a separate version for Japan that was censored. This one said, no, we're not doing that, and so all of it is censored.
You know what?
Because they don't want to create the separate. It's the two version. It's just
Ad Hoc. I stand with you.
I
already bought your game, so there it is.
Oh, LeRon.
Mm-hmm.
LeRon Dawkins. Here we
are. They got my money. That's my endorsement.
I'm not telling you to not endorse it. You everyone's free to do what they want. I'm just hanging out, listening about why it got censored or the controversy.
Corey, when you have that laissez-faire type of attitude, you know what that means. That somebody's gonna put their eye patch on and their funny hat and be like, "Arr!" Don't do that.
Bring it on.
Don't do that.
Bring it on, bitches. Oh man, I'm like, I don't know. Something's going on with me today.
We want video games to be great again.
God.
It's not going that direction right now. But
by the way, side tangent. This is not a. This is. I don't even know why I have to preface this. They in Greenland. Did you see they're all wearing MAGA hats, LeRon?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see what they are making it stand for?
No, there is there.
Yeah, it's different than what it's supposed to mean. Make America go away is what it means.
That
was funny. It made me laugh. Gave me a good chuckle.
We're so screwed.
Are we?
Yeah. It's going to be hard to come back from this one.
We'll be all right.
We will be fine. Maybe. When life gives you lemons,
just drop a nuclear bomb on them.
Spit out the seeds.
Speaking of nuclear bombs, LeRon, let's talk about this Steam machine.
Oh Lord.
I don't know if any more information's come out since I made this stock like a month ago, but while
No,
official
no,
pricing isn't
there's been no
confirmed,
there's been no new
what
information since this.
Mhm.
No,
that you know of.
that I know of. Yeah.
So there's been some suggested pricing around this thing. Nothing official or confirmed, but while official pricing isn't confirmed, recent leaks from Czech retailers suggest the upcoming Valve Steam machine might cost around $950 for the 512 gigabyte model and $1,070 for the 2 terabyte model, placing it more as a high end PC console hybrid than a budget device, with Valve positioning it as a premium PC experience rather than a loss leading console. Uh, man, how do you feel about this, LeRon? I feel like this should have been like if you want to get people into PC gaming and into the like if you want console gamers to get into the PC Steam ecosystem, I feel like this should have been around $400 or $500, maybe $600 at the high
I
end.
I was thinking 600. I was thinking 600 should have been like the median.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this in my personal opinion, I feel like this is going to be another one of those Valve projects that just people forget about. Yeah, enthusiasts are going to get it, for sure. But like people are wringing their hands now about the cost of like the Asus Xbox ROG Ally. You
Hmm.
know, and if that's a handheld, like this is not going to placate people. I mean, seriously. uh when I first saw the specs about this before the price even leaked, I was like, yeah, we're looking at $800-900 starting minimum
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So when this
Hmm.
came out, I wasn't even surprised. Like 950 upwards of $1,100. I wasn't surprised, but also Valve kind of released this at the wrong time, because like
Well, Valve didn't release this. This is
well,
Mhm.
just estimated from.
well, yeah, yeah, yeah. What I meant to say, what I meant to say is like the timing is wrong for this. Considering that like hardware is in flux all over again. Like one week we're looking at SSDs and storage being high. Next week we're looking at RAM being high. And then the next week it's GPUs and stuff being high. It's cyclical right now for us PC gamers. We know this. Like storage is high one week, next week it's
Mhm.
graphics cards that are high, the next week is RAM, and RAM is going to be high for like fucking forever because the AI crisis boom, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, you know, uh so yeah. This was bad timing. I'm pretty sure like Valve was trying to like get this thing going, and they saw the popularity of what the Steam Deck did. Honestly, the Steam Deck is where they need to like kind of like throw all their money, not all of it, but throw the majority of their attention
Well,
into right now.
well,
People are
the
You
thing
know
wanting.
where
is
they
like
need to throw their attention to? Half-Life 3. You don't need a microchip for that.
the thing though too. The thing is like I feel like the what they're doing with all these devices though is the right thing. I just feel like the pricing is off, and I don't know. Like also like
Mhm.
I Czech the Czech economy is much different than ours here, right? So like things are
Mhm.
going to cost more there than they do here anyway. But like
Yeah,
I I feel like especially because like it sounds like especially what we've talked about, Laurent, like this thing is going to be about as powerful as a base PlayStation 5, essentially, right? Like
I was hearing, I was hearing,
approximately,
I was
maybe
hearing,
a
I
little
was
bit more
hearing like a
powerful.
PS5
Mhm.
and a half. That's what
Yeah.
I was hearing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, like that's good, but that's kind of the benchmark now for most gaming. Like if you look at a lot of specs for games now, like the specs for games require like GPU and RAM limits to be at a certain point, and it's all based on current console hardware. I
Hmm.
think I think right now to play almost any modern game at regular settings, you need a graphics card that has 14 gigs of VRAM or better. 14 gigs being the minimum, because guess what? The Series X and the PlayStation 5, 14 gig systems, and that's before we even talk about RAM, and stuff like that, So this right here is insane, because even the PS5 Pro is not $950.
So what would
It's
be the point of getting this system?
there is no point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be blatantly honest. Like, I
This
mean, if this is the price point,
Hmm.
there's no point. Just like how I said, like, 2 months ago, when the Asus Xbox ROG Allies came out, if that is not where is there's no point in getting those.
Mhm.
And I have not gotten either one of them. Number one, I'm not going to get the base Asus Xbox ROG Ally, and I'm not getting the X, even though, like, yeah, like I've had it in my hand, like, ooh, it's an ergonomical dream, but it's not doing any better, and for
Yeah.
that price, it's not worth it. And I hate to say it, I'm sorry, Valve, your Steam machine is not worth it based off of this. Please just let this be a bad leak, please just let this be a bad leak,
One
um,
would say their steam machine is a bunch of hot
hot
air.
air.
Gosh, we're all fired.
Yeah.
Um, gosh.
That was perfect. That was perfect, Pat.
I mean, that was.
That's what
was
I'm
pretty
here
Yeah.
good.
for.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I may
that
not
was
know the
pretty good.
tech behind this, but I can at least come up with a good pun.
And here's the crazy thing, right? For this type of money that you're spending on this, I could actually throw a couple hundred more dollars in there, and like, I can actually build you a PC that's comparable to the PS5 Pro. Now, I
Oh,
mean, you want something souped up and everything, like it's going to be a couple $1,000s, because at the end of the day, like, stuff is expensive right now, and how the hell are they going? They're going to take their. It says it right. It says, where's the line at? It says about, where is it? Crap. Oh, uh, Valve is positioning it as a premium PC experience rather than a loss leading console. Valve, you're going to take a loss on this. You're going to take even if people buy this, you're taking a loss on this right now, Valve, because guess what? Hardware is sky high right now.
it's true. It most
We're
certainly is.
and right now, with the AI boom going on right now, like, there's going to be a crash, and all of a sudden everything's going to be cloud based. Like, like, Google might as well just held on to Stadia, because Stadia is going to be back.
God, I hope not. If everything's cloud based, I'm done. I can't.
Oh yeah, I'm,
can't
I'm
do the
done
cloud
too.
thing.
I'm done too. Shoot, every computer, laptop, whatever I have is going to just become one big emulation station.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
that
I'm
mean
just
we're
gonna.
gonna get better internet then, so that we can play on the cloud?
No.
Mm.
Here's the thing about
I
it,
mean, my
right?
internet's pretty good, but
We can thank Microsoft for why the United States internet infrastructure is better, but Microsoft is not pioneering anything like that anymore. So well, they were trying to pioneer AI, and then, like, a couple of their reports came out, and now Satya Nadella is, like, trying to backpedal that shit.
well, it's not that they were too slow
They
to
were,
get on the AI train,
Hmm.
and when so they partnered with OpenAI hoping to catch up, and then they just kind of like
mm-hmm.
crap the bed with that deal, so to
Yeah,
speak. And so now they're investing in infrastructure for AI instead of AI themselves. So honestly, to have these data centers, if Microsoft is building the data centers, theoretically, that's better future proofing than actually investing in the AI, in my opinion, just
right.
because, like, data centers can be transitioned into use for other things,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like, it's crazy, man. I've been trying to, like, learn about all this stuff because of where I work, and it's just funny how this AI bubble is, like, so close to bursting, because, like, people are trying to figure out,
It
okay, it's
needs
cool, but how do we sell it? How do we monetize it? How do we make it a useful thing without, like, scaring people?
It needs to hurry up and burst so I can get back to building affordable PCs for people.
Mm.
You know, I can't even
Well,
upgrade my.
some
I
companies have already sold through their allotment of RAM until 2027,
yeah, yeah, Crucial. As a matter of
and
fact, Crucial is no longer selling consumer
somebody just
RAM.
bought them. Oh
Who?
yeah, no, nobody bought them. Their parent company, Micron,
Yeah, Micron. Yeah,
is getting out of the
Mm.
consumer business.
yeah, getting out of the
So
consumer business. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, yeah. Their parent. Yeah. Samsung is saying like it's going to take about a year and a half to
mhm,
like get the demand for consumer RAM back up for them. I'm like, this is Samsung.
mhm. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing. Analyst estimates the range being from $800 to $1,000 on this, depending on the specs. With some suggesting around $700 to $800 being a strong possibility. $700 is is about the best that people are going. The best that people are going to do because like they're going to look at this, they're going to look at this, they're going to look at a Steam Deck, and they're going to be like, hey, the Steam Deck plays AA games great,
Mhm.
AAA games somewhat fine. I'm just gonna spend that money on a Steam Deck.
And I can play it in bed.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. Uh, I usually applaud a lot of stuff that Valve does, but I don't know if I can. I can't even like adjust my seat for this one.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like the price is just too high.
It's yeah.
That's like the only thing wrong with this, in my opinion. Is like I think again the ecosystem building that they're doing is like really smart because they've been building an install base for 25 years.
Uh huh.
Uh, but at the same time, it's like man, like you said, LeRon, if you want to get into PC gaming, like you might as well just like either buy a pre-built one or build your own, find someone to build you one for the amount of money this is, or like a couple $100 more or whatever. Like it, because like, unless it's like an ease of use thing, like I just feel like it's not going to be worth that.
Yeah, and here's the main thing.
Mhm.
This is one of the things like like yeah, I know people are like, oh yeah, LeBron's like the PC master racer and all that stuff. But
Nerd.
here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. Like if you get yourself a modest PC right now, it is already future proofed. It is already future proofed. Like the average PC the average PC gamer, the only thing that they usually have to worry about upgrading on their machine is a graphics card, and they usually upgrade that when they want to, not because they need to.
Yeah.
We have a possibility of something that could like make an ultimate system. Because Microsoft wants what Steam has, but Steam wants the structure that Microsoft has. Why can't they just get married and we have like a council system
Because Gabe
that's
Newell
not
left because he
Gabe,
hates
corporate?
Microsoft.
Yeah.
yeah, Gabe Newell used to be
Yeah.
part of Microsoft. Yeah.
hmm But yeah, I'm just saying, like, one person has chocolate, the other person has peanut butter. You could have a Reese's if they actually just got along.
Who wants to put their peanut butter in the chocolate, or who wants to put the chocolate in the peanut butter? Come on.
Mhm.
It's like a chicken and the
But it's
egg.
magic if they can get it to work.
I wonder if there have been at least calls for Microsoft to like buy Valve at some point.
There has been. There has been.
Nothing official though. It's just
Yeah.
been kind of
Yeah, nothing
leaked and
official.
rumored
Nothing
out there.
official,
But
sure. Yeah, yeah.
I wonder what those calls are like.
But based on everything now, like we know Microsoft would fuck that up too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, like see, I work in IT, and
What?
and like I work in the Windows ecosystem, and the fact that like even as flawed as Windows is, I like I still stand behind it and stuff like that. I do see the flaws in Windows, and as soon as Microsoft started making these plays into like the video gaming space with Xbox and then buying up all these companies and all that stuff, I was like, they're gonna fuck this up. And here we are in 2026. They are fucking it up.
Yeah, well, that seems to be Microsoft's MO these days.
We're Microsoft. We're gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna make that shirt. I'm gonna make that shirt. We're gonna fuck this up, and then I'm gonna get fired from my job.
that Windows logo is actually a window out to the floor of all the ways it can fuck things up.
Optimize it.
Yeah, yeah. Like podcasting is about to be your only job, LeRon. Get out.
Well, there you go, Corey. You have yourself a full-time programmer now.
I can't pay him.
Then where do we go? Then where do we go?
Yeah. Yeah. About that.
Next topic.
Like the last thing about this though is like I was legitimately thinking about getting one of these and a Steam Deck to pair with it, but like if it's this expensive, like I would pay $1,100 for both units together, right? Like a Steam Deck and this.
Oh yeah, if it came out at $600, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, this is wild.
Yeah. So
see, there's probably a part of the internet that thinks that's thinking that Valve is starting to become predatory. I don't even think that's it. Valve has proven that they are not a predatory company as far as like taking the consumers for a ride. For the most part, Valve is very, 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 very consumer friendly. Even when the scandal went around where they had to take down games because credit card companies were shit in the bed about some bullshit. Valve,
the porn games.
Bullshit. You mean the child predators?
yeah. But yeah, I don't see this as Valve as being predatory on customers that don't know any better. I think Valve just just made a huge hiccup.
Yeah.
But the thing's not even out yet, so they can surprise the hell out of us and then actually be well below like these price points or anything that we just quoted.
Well, they've had to see this feedback, right? Like they've had to have seen this feedback, and they're like, oh man, people probably aren't going to buy this if it's this expensive. Let's figure out what we can do to cut the price or like wait it out or something.
Right.
Or maybe they're trying to see how much the next Xbox is going to be, and they'll come in and undercut them. Also,
that's also a rumor. That's also a rumor that's out there that they're waiting to see what Microsoft is doing, and then they're just gonna cut them off at the knees.
Well, I mean, there is that not rumor, but PlayStation is delaying the PlayStation 6 apparently until like 2029 or 2030.
Good.
But AMD and Microsoft came out yesterday and said, nope, we're pushing ahead. This box is gonna be ready by next year.
No, sounds like a great decision by Microsoft, right?
We've already established they're great decision makers.
Yeah.
No. Let's push it off at the most expensive time for hardware.
As a consumer, I will say Sony's doing a good job because Sony must have been reading the feedback saying, hey, we haven't even gotten an actual console generation. Well, not console generation. We haven't seen what the PS5 can do yet.
Well, I just feel like, man, it's the same. It's just like I feel like these consoles are still like new for some reason, and maybe it's because development cycles are so long now.
That's the way I feel too. I feel like these consoles. I feel like it's still like yesterday, and like we're still scrambling to buy one.
Yeah.
Even though when the consoles had at least 20 new exclusive games before like they got another one, and I don't think we've even hit like 10 yet. I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know,
I
man.
mean, well, before we took the break last year, we did talk about how, like, meant the AAA publishers, they need to find a way to decrease these development times, stuff like that, Corey, like, we should just devote an entire episode to, like, the heyday of, like, PS2 and PS3, and back when, like, basically the backbone of gaming was on AA titles.
Yeah. But I mean, even back then, like the AA titles were almost the AAA
I
titles.
know, right? I
Like
know,
I
right?
mean,
Think of Infamous, Resistance, Gears
I
of
mean,
War.
yeah. I mean, you could even say things like, I mean, even like Resident Evil, the later Resident
Yep,
Evil games, like
Hmm.
before 4,
the
Code Veronica and
Sly
3, right? Like,
Coopers. Yep.
Those Tomb
Yeah,
Raiders and how you got an entire trilogy on one system.
and it's funny too. It is funny too. Now it's crazy because
one
now like we've got these
PlayStation 1 got
companies.
5 Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now we've got these companies, because remember how, like, a game would come out in, like, the franchise and it was definitely a filler game, but like, we were fine with that. Now they're afraid to put a filler game. They're afraid to put a filler game out in, like, the last filler game I can think of in a franchise was Uncharted Lost Legacy, and we all
Yeah,
know
I was
Uncharted
just
Lost
thinking
Legacy
about that.
was supposed to be
Hmm.
like DLC. We all know this.
Yeah, I could have like I thought that's the way PlayStation was going also, like, because like you also had Miles Morales,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And like you're like, "Oh, well, while they work on the next like proper entry, we're going to get these
We're
little
gonna
like
get a filler
interstitial things."
game.
Hmm.
Right? Like Left Behind for The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
We had those, and
Yeah,
then they just kind of like stopped.
they're fucking afraid to do it now. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
and
ain't
I'm not
gonna
and
make
I'm not
them their billions.
well, I'm
It
not
ain't
sure.
worth it.
Well, I'm not sure if it's because the internet has gotten so vocal. Like, this should have been part of the game, or whatnot. Because
I think it's
I know.
because the shareholders are making decisions now
Well,
rather
oh yeah,
than,
for sure.
actual, like, I mean, I guarantee you the Prince of Persia game, I feel was so close to completion, but like
Well, it had
they
a
just
release
like,
date.
no, it's not. Yeah, well, it had a speculator release date, and I feel like the shareholders are like, if it's not going to cross a certain threshold, why are we even bothering? We'll just write
Right,
it off as a
right.
loss, and we got tax subsidies now. The Warner Brothers method.
It's so I don't know, man. And like I just feel like there are better ways to do this, and like I feel like these massive open world games, honestly, mixed with the graphical fidelity that people expect now from AAA games, just kind of almost ruined games to a point where, like, if this game is $70 and it's like a 100-hour RPG, or this game is $70 and it's 12 hours long, like, don't buy the 12-hour game, because it's why,
Dollar
time
for your
equals
buck,
money,
yeah.
apparently, like, I don't know, man. It's
Hmm.
budgets are just out of control, and I think there are definitely games that have come out recently that show that maybe graphical fidelity isn't everything, you know.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. You see things like The Last of Us, and like even the new Fable game that's coming out, and you're like, man, games look amazing, but what is the cost? Like, what are you costing the like, I love that the games look like this, but what is it costing you? I mean, Fable's been in development for 8 years, 10 years,
Yeah,
maybe, right?
And
Like,
regardless
then
of how successful Fable's going to be, it's not going to be successful in Microsoft eyes.
and then
It's not.
and then there's a sad part too, because you just asked that question, right? And then you've seen like these companies have tried to, like, push the envelope of how much they can charge us for these games now. Like,
mhm.
you know what, 2025, I will give an attaboy to gamers, because, like, you guys did a great job last year speaking with your damn pocketbooks. You guys did a good job. Like you forced Microsoft to back down from $80 games. You've had Nintendo buckle under a couple of extremes and stuff like that. Sony has been taking notes. So Sony's been saying, "Oh, like this game's coming out at this price," and we're like, "Oh, we see what you did there, Sony. We know
And you
what
see
you're trying to do."
everybody's favorite games of the last couple of years are not $60 or $70 games. Like Arc Raiders is 40. A lot of people are like really excited for Marathon now, and it's 40, right? Like
Yeah, it's $40. Yeah.
That was like 50, I thought, when it came out, and that one game of the year.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So like, it's just showing that like games
Yeah.
don't have to be $300 million to have people like really enjoy your game.
So hey gamers, like keep that shit up. Keep that momentum going in 2026.
I haven't bought a new game all year.
Yeah, the only game I bought this year so far is for Front Mission Remake, and like that only cost me $40.
Yeah.
I bought an indie game and a DLC, so I spent just about $60 this last month.
I actually downgraded my Game Pass subscription too, because I was like, I'm not playing anything.
I'm about to let my Game Pass. I'm about to let my Game Pass go. Like I took a real good look at it, and like Expedition 33 was the only Game Pass game I played, and then I went and bought the game.
Yeah.
I bought the game on Steam.
Well, I ended up buying
it. My Xbox since July. I don't have Game Pass anymore.
Yeah, I figure if there's something that, like, when Fable comes out, I'll be like, I'll upgrade it for a month or two and play it and then bounce. I'm trying to be really better with my money and when it comes to games this year.
That too. Like my gaming habit can be a really irresponsible habit. That's at some points I'm like, man, shoot, like would I have saved more money like just smoking cigarettes or something? No, probably not. Because like I talked to somebody and they're like, yeah, they know a person that smokes XYZ, like cigarettes, and they smoke this many packs a day and all that stuff. And we broke down how much they spent. They spent $5,400 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I know I'm saving money on video by buying however many video games I want, because like that shit's insane, but at the same time, if you look at the money that the average gamer spends on games, someone else is getting their mind blown behind that,
Mm-hmm.
And this is from the average gamer buying a game and then it winds up in their backlog. I didn't buy that many games last year, but more than half the games I bought are in my backlog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I buy the most games out of all of you guys, and
That's
even
true.
I'm looking this year, and I'm like, I don't want to spend as much money on video games this time. Honestly, like all the money I spent on day one games, I've hardly beat. And now I'm finally going back to games from like a couple years ago, and I'm working my way on those.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've all said this, though, like to listeners and viewers out there, that doesn't mean we're like eschewing our responsibilities of like keeping you in the know on games and stuff like that. Like yeah, we're still gonna play the hot titles and stuff, and keep you guys in the know about the video games and stuff like that. All we're saying is like we're curbing our enthusiasm on trying to get everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus we'll if we aren't playing a game, we'll bring somebody in who is, and they can talk about it.
Exactly.
More guests, more people. Yeah.
Also, I think this is going to be a year where we're not going to have nearly as many games as 2025 did. Like, I don't know.
I gotta go back and recount
all those.
I gotta go back and recount all those world premieres from the Keeleys.
Mm-hmm.
From the Keeleys. Jeff Keeley's birthday bash. Speaking of the birthday bash,
is that the next one?
What?
Is that his next show?
The Gamescom or Summer Game Fest is his next show, I think.
Summer's Game Fest, and then opening night live, and then the Game Awards. Okay.
Don't come on. It's only February. I don't want to hear about this stuff right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm
I could
just
use more
tired.
announcements.
I'm
I like announcements.
I'm tired,
I'm
Grandpa.
looking forward to the Direct Direct.
No new games for 2 years, please. I'm
Hey,
tired.
Jeff Keighley's like, that's too damn bad. You
Yeah.
keep digging.
I'll make a Muppets game and you're gonna play it.
Yeah,
Speaking
blackjack and
speaking-
hookers in it.
Speaking of, did he not throw enough money like to get the Muppets? Like we didn't see Fozzie. As a matter of fact, we only saw Piggy.
He's in the Muppet Show. Oh, the reboot that's coming.
Jeff Keighley.
He's in the first episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Sabrina Carpenter are the guests in the first episode.
Let's move on.
Wait, you don't like Jeff Keighley or Sabrina Carpenter?
They have their places.
Sabrina Carpenter's like 4'10".
Their place is the Muppet Show.
Yeah. Yikes. All right. Well, on that note, speaking of the Muppets, we're not talking about the Muppets.
We're not
anymore.
talking about the Muppets.
There are several gaming anniversaries this year, though.
Mm.
A lot of major gaming milestones for franchises this year. A lot of major entries into franchises having anniversaries this year. So 2026 is shaping up to be a huge year for video game anniversaries and classic franchises, celebrating landmark milestones alongside new releases. Nintendo leads the way with major anniversaries for The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, and Animal Crossing. Donkey Kong turns 45. Other notable celebrations include Castlevania, Dragon Quest, Resident Evil hitting 40 or 30 years. Sonic the Hedgehog, Persona, and Diablo also have significant anniversaries. Even more recent franchises like Halo, Luigi's Mansion, and Pikmin all are reaching 25 years this year. Rune Factory is celebrating its 20th.
You guys feel old yet?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I feel like that 25th anniversary Mario edition just came out for the Wii in that red box.
This is wild that I've been alive for all 40 years of Metroid. This is wild, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's wild that Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube is now considered a retro game.
Yep, it's awful. It's sad. But the GameCube version, they let you invert the stick, which is nice. On the GameCube NSO version, which you can't do on the GameCube version, so that's fun. Man, anniversaries. This is like, I don't know. It just feels like this can't be possible, but also I also don't like to think about how old I am because I still feel like I'm 20 years old and not 40. Like we all, I'm sure, do at some point.
The fact that Donkey Kong is older than you, Corey, is just wild to me.
Donkey Kong's older than me.
Yeah.
I knew that, Pat, but I thought Corey was already in his 40s.
Nope.
Yeah,
and that's not saying anything bad about Corey. Corey's very mature for his
I just
age.
look old.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, Corey didn't get enough sleep, and so it aged him.
Yeah,
dude, I seriously haven't slept in like a week and a half.
If I look at this list though, let me see. They're not going to do shit for Donkey Kong's 45th. Nintendo's not. I mean, Legend of Zelda. We're gonna pray that the Twilight Princess. What was the other game?
Twilight Princess, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
There we go. We're gonna pray.
Zelda's. The thing is it's also the 20th anniversary of Twilight Princess this year.
Yeah.
So that would be the two birds with one stone release. You know what they're going to do though? They're just going to really, poop it out on the NSO with a trailer on Twitter at 3:00 in the morning.
They're gonna give us the 2.5D remake of the Minish Cap. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
We were actually talking about like, wouldn't it be cool if they did like maybe not in that art style directly, but like a Link's Awakening style Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 remake.
They need to fracking do Link to the Past. Not
They
No, they
need to
don't.
do the Oracle games, guys.
that. Yes, yeah. I agree.
With the third one that never got released.
Okay,
Mm.
now you're asking for too much. Now you're asking
I'm
for too
pushing
much.
that envelope.
Nintendo Miyamoto's gonna come and be like, "You're the soul of your first unborn son is coming with me."
You know what? I will give it to him for
He's
a
being-
third Oracle game.
That child is being stuffed in a green pipe at Nintendo World.
All right, so yeah, okay.
Put him
so
in a toad cap. He
The
is
Met-
yours.
Yeah.
the Metroid 40th is probably not going to go the way we want to go because Prime 2 and 3 never got their remasters. So knowing Nintendo, it's going to be a port of Samus Returns, Metroid 2, which I'm all good for as long as it works properly on the Switch.
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
think that would suffice.
I would play that again. I would really play that again.
I mean, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna port that to Switch, and then they're going to put Metroid Prime 2 on NSO.
Yeah. Why NSO?
Because did you see how horribly Metroid Prime 4 sold?
I did see
It sold 1 million copies.
It
What are you
didn't even
talking
hit 1
about?
million copies.
They just said it did.
As of a couple days ago, it didn't. It didn't even make Nintendo's top sellers.
They just released the list. They said
Fine.
it sold faster than Dread did.
And Dread didn't even sell that well. Dread was the fastest selling Metroid game to date when
give me a
Dread
Switch
came
2
out.
version of Dread. I'll take that.
Really?
Where the backgrounds don't run at 20 frames a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Wait. You know what? I haven't even put Dread in my Switch 2. Does it play better?
No, I don't know. I haven't
Shit.
played it on Switch 2.
Okay.
But let's see. Kid Icarus
Metroid Prime 4 has sold over 1 million copies. Nintendo has confirmed it. So it,
Well,
it sold.
Okay. Kid Icarus 40th. Nintendo's not gonna do shit with. What else is on here? Pokemon. There's probably something cooking for Pokemon for the 30th.
Yeah, they already said they're doing a 30th anniversary stream.
Animal Crossing, maybe something for the 25th.
They did. They released the Switch 2 edition.
Oh wow, Corey. Oh, you host Power Block. What am I thinking? Pikmin. I think Pikmin's already ran its course. Where's
No,
Kirby's
they're releasing Switch 2 versions of Pikmin 3 and 4 this year.
Where's Kirby's anniversary at? They love edging the hell out of Kirby for some strange reason.
The new game every 30 seconds. It's like a fucking rabbit.
That's why I mentioned it. That's why I mentioned it. You know,
dude, what anniversary is it for Kirby? 35? There'll be 35 Kirby games this year. You know what? We don't care about any of our other characters, but when Kirby comes around, he's getting all the.
So let's move away from the Nintendo sphere now. Let's see. Castlevania has a 40th. Konami ain't doing shit with it.
Well, I heard there's a new 2.5D Castlevania in development.
Will it be? Is it going to be a remake of like one of the old school ones?
It's probably going to be a remake of something. I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is that they already blew their load on all those collections, those 2D collections. The only other collection they could do would be Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Move those off of PlayStation. It's only on PlayStation though.
They could do a Lords of Shadow collection.
Yeah, because everybody wants those.
I want those.
No, they'll release those N64 games on NSO, and that'll be it.
We can bet that Sega's got something going on for the 35th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. We can bet. It's probably gonna be in the disguise of a new game.
It's Sonic Frontiers 2. They already said there's going to be a new Sonic game this year, and it'll be a sequel to Frontiers. So
Persona the 30th, it's 50-50 on that one because
that Persona 4 Reload remake is coming probably this year, right?
Possibly,
maybe.
We already
a re-release of 5.
If anything, we might get a 6 announcement, but I don't think we're getting a new game of anything.
The 30th anniversary.
I feel the fourth one is coming out in 2027, like early 27.
The 30th anniversary of Resident Evil is going to be the Welcome to Raccoon City Part 2 movie. There's we already know what's happening this year for Resident Evil. We already know.
I mean, yeah, but there's a lot coming out for Resident Evil this year.
Tomb Raider
We're gonna get. Yeah, they're
30th,
remaking the first game.
Yeah, they're remaking the first game. They're technically making a sequel to that game at the same time. Quake 30th, I doubt anything's happening.
There'll be an announcement at QuakeCon. There'll be some big thing at QuakeCon this year.
Now here's the one that has me scratching their head, and I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be scratching their head along with it. Halo Combat Evolved 25th anniversary. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
They're remaking the first game. It's coming out this fall.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Yeah. Dude, this is Xbox's 25th anniversary. They already said their 4 tent poles are getting a major game release this year. So it's Forza, Fable, Halo, and Gears are all getting releases this year.
Well, okay. I mean, I knew.
Gears of War, by the way, 20 years old. Also, not on this list.
I knew Halo was coming out. I didn't realize that this is the year of the 25th anniversary. So yeah. Please forgive my ignorance.
I mean, nobody's paying attention to Xbox anymore anyway, so it's okay. Not even Phil is paying attention to Xbox. He's like, "What? Oh, yeah, I gotta speak."
Harvest Moon, like I swear they release a Harvest Moon game every year. So like this year it would probably be like they'll probably have like an actual like symphony live concert thing going on for Harvest Moon.
Yeah, that's because that's the weirdest games get concerts, man.
Yeah. I don't even know what to guesstimate for Rune Factory.
Rune Factory right now has their they just came out with the game last year. The Guardians of Azuma, which is the Japanese themed. So I don't think we're going to see anything from them this year. I also, and Story of Seasons came out with something last year too, so we aren't going to see anything for them this year either.
Diablo, we all know Diablo's going to do something big this year, in the form of another expansion.
Yeah,
they already said that.
Yeah, they already announced it.
Yeah. I think we hit everything on this list then, right?
Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion. Man, Luigi's Mansion 4. Let's go. Give it to me.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Rumors of a one of those Switch ports for the third.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Pikmin will get some weird celebration thing outside of games because it's Miyamoto's baby essentially now, and like I don't know. Maybe we'll get a cool T-shirt on the store or a phone background you can buy with platinum points.
Yeah, I would be okay with the Pikmin 4 expansion. We get more OG.
Yeah, Pikmin 4 is an amazing game.
It was. Oh my gosh, I really want to play a Pikmin game again. Well, Pikmin 3 or 4. Not. I could live without 2 or 1 again.
I like 1. 2 can 2 can go
Dick
away.
Rocks.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. But yeah, I mean, a lot of anniversaries this year, man. I hope we see some love for some of these. Like Kid Icarus is the odd one, right? Because we never get anything for that.
I know.
Kid Icarus has not had a game in 13 years.
And the only time they even acknowledge him is when he's in Smash.
Yeah. Man, they're gonna port that 3DS version, aren't they?
Better.
Maybe they'll release a little hand cushion like they did with the last one or whatever. Oh man. What a dumb thing.
For Dragon Quest, I really would love to see the announcement for 12, but I know 12 has been kind of in a development hell.
You don't think we're gonna get 12? Like, you don't think we're gonna get?
We won't get, not as a game. this year, but I would like to at least see an announcement. I think 12, like they wanted to go a lot more mature with 12,
Right.
and I don't know if it was working, and so I think they had to redesign 12 again,
Mm.
and that's why it's been taking forever.
I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that should be like something. I don't know. I feel like 12. It's been so long since we've only seen the logo, right? And then
Yeah,
what's his face passed away.
yeah,
Toriyama.
Toriyama.
Moriyama. So like, I wonder if they're trying to figure out how to honor him without
Oh,
like
thank you
destroying
for
his
thanks for
his.
reminding me.
His
I
birth
need to.
studio, I think, is still around, right? Because they like his. It's not just him. He has like a whole slew of artists that draw like him.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for
So,
reminding me. Thanks for reminding me. I need to finish that the latest Dragon Ball series, Daima. I need to finish that
Hmm.
because I wanted to see what his final vision for Dragon Ball was before he passed away.
Yeah. Well, well, you're welcome, LeRon. That's what I'm here for. Here for
Appreciate
you.
you. I appreciate you.
I know.
And then I need to rewatch Super because I love Super, despite what everybody else says about it. I love Super.
Hmm. That's the new one? Is that the one that's
That was the
ongoing?
that was the well, it's ongoing in the manga, but the anime series ended about 6 years ago now.
Hmm. I see. I see. Well, that's what we got for anniversaries. Any final thoughts on any? What's the one franchise you hope gets a game for an anniversary? Like
Out of this list,
out of this list, yeah.
Metroid. That's me. That's me.
We just got a Metroid game though.
We got a lackluster Metroid. You know,
There's gonna be like 10 years before the next one they're on.
I know. You know, I feel like nothing's gonna surpass Dread. That's the honest truth. Actually,
mm,
what they need to do is what I've been begging for when Metroid Zero Mission came out. Just go ahead and remake mm, Super Metroid. Just do it. Just do it. Do it in that same vein. Or do it like Samus Returns Metroid 2. Like, you know, I'm
mm.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I would blow all sorts of wads of money, you know, at Nintendo if they do that.
I mean, I
And you
feel
know what?
like looking at
Let them be.
these.
Hold on, let me say this, and then you can go, and then let them be brazen with it. Have a standard edition, a digital deluxe version, and a legendary edition. I will probably buy all of them, but it's Super Metroid.
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to do like almost like a zero mission version of Super Metroid, but like, maybe I don't know if you add stuff to it or not, or like a
Yeah.
epilogue style thing. Like,
Well, I mean, look at okay, so they don't have to take all the expanded weapons that like because the I think the magic behind Metroid Zero Mission was the fact that they incorporated all the Super Metroid weapons and upgrades into Zero
hmm
Mission.
hmm
So if they kind of do that, they don't have to go Dread so far. They can take it from Samus Returns, you know?
hmm yeah,
And like incorporate that stuff, and I think that would be just as fulfilling for most people who are like, okay, we want something different, because like the things they changed for Metroid to Zero Mission, they got rid of that floatiness, they made the backgrounds lush and animated all that stuff and everything. The game actually, whereas the original Metroid game, like they condensed Metroid and added more stuff into it. By the way, they
hmm
condensed it though that most people can beat Metroid in under 2 hours.
hmm
Yeah, I know. Like there are people not even speed running that can beat Super Metroid in under 2 hours and stuff like that. But the problem is that Super Metroid suffered from a lot of games at the time that SNES games had had the floaty physics. Like God, like Samus wasn't even in water, and like it was taking her forever to do her somersault jump, from one spot to another. And it's like that has to go. Like, I know a lot of people that I've introduced Super Metroid to. Like, did she always move like this? I'm like, yeah, she always moved like this.
She always moved like this.
Yeah, I think out of this list, like, I would love to see a new Kid Icarus, but
Yeah.
I think the out of anything, I'd probably look forward to is a new Persona, or at least in terms of announcements we haven't gotten yet. Because obviously, I'm looking forward to Tomb Raider and Resident Evil, but I think we're ready for Persona 6.
I mean, Persona 5 is a PS3 game, right? I mean, that's ridiculous. Talk about long development cycles. I know they did Metaphor in between there and that remake of 3, but still, like,
And 4.
Oh, thanks. I gotta do a price check on Metaphor. If it's cheap enough now, I'm finally gonna buy it.
yeah. But well, we did it. We're coming up on that special 2-hour mark that we like to try to be done by. So any final thoughts, any gaming resolutions real quick before we get out of here? I know it's February, but our first show back, we usually do gaming resolutions, but
so
I think
mentioned this time.
collectively, we already said one thing: buy less games this year.
yeah.
I mean, okay, so I mentioned this in our backlog game at Gamescast, but my resolutions are I do want to get my 10 RPGs in this time because I only got 7 last year. I want to try and, out of all the games I play, I want at least 40% of them to be backlog titles
Nice.
for games that I beat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I believe in you, Pat. Play more RPGs.
I've got one
Skip
RPG
work.
done so far this year.
Skip work. Just head down. RPGs.
Gosh, I wish I could.
LeRon, what about you?
Honestly, my biggest gaming resolution is to actually just be more in the know about what's going on. Like the landscape of video games is ever changing and stuff like that. And like I feel like 2026 is going to be kind of a turbulent year. Like 2025 kind of like came and went, and it has some really bombastic things happen, in the gaming sphere and stuff like that. And I think that even though we projected 2026 is going to be quiet, there's going to be some earthquaking like type of things happening in 2026, and I just want to stay on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, kind of like Pat, I want a lot of my games. I want to finish more games, but I also want a lot of those games that I finished to be games that either I've never finished or just completely missed titles. That's why I started the year with Fire Emblem. Honestly, I mean, I was excited to play it, but also like I never finished it, and it's like such an iconic game. Like that GameCube game is so like held high on a pedestal that like I wanted to make sure I got it in and finished it. So also, I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I haven't purchased any video games this year yet.
Yet.
And well, I mean, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave's coming out soon, and that Yoshi game, and I'll probably buy the upgrade for Mario Wonder because my son really is starting to get into it, and that has a lot of like kid-friendly helper things in it, like the flower floaty thing and stuff like that. So
it sold me with the Koopa Kids.
Yeah, Koopa Kids are also in it. So
right?
I will. Yeah, that's the goal this year. So I have the big tentpole games that I'm looking forward to, right? Like Wolverine, Fable, Gears, Fire Emblem. But other than that, it's like I'm just gonna try to focus on these older games that I haven't finished. So All right. Well, everybody out there, thank you so much for watching and or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Boss Rush Network. Subscribe, like, share, rate, and review wherever you listen. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. A few new patrons in January, so welcome. And Pat's been doing a great job with Gamescast, so check out the Boss Rush Gamescast. Check out POW Block and Expansion Pass and all those other things we do. And yeah, LeRon, Pat, thank you so much for your time as always. I missed you guys. I feel like it's going to be a good year. So
Yeah, I also feel the same.
Yeah, LeRon. Also, I meant to say this at the top of the show. You look thinner.
Yeah. It's because I had a stomach bug. So yeah, like I actually had a doctor's appointment today and discovered I lost 12 pounds.
You could have just said, I've been working out a lot and I feel great, but
I have. Look at the striations right here, man. You see that? Yeah, leaning out.
He's been working out his butthole because the diarrhea.
Stop.
On that note,
I hate you so much right now, Pat.
Thank you so much for watching and or listening. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Take care.
Bye.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.